Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. It looks like the Snackbox Micro is getting some new buttons. Let's get started. Alright, to kick things off, Junk Food Custom Arcade sent me some brand new buttons to take a look at for the Snackbox Micro. If you already own a Snackbox Micro, chances are the buttons you have are shown on the right. These are 3D printed buttons from Layer Shift. It looks like Junk Food Arcades are switching over to injection molded buttons, which are right here on the left. From a distance, it's pretty hard to tell these two buttons apart, but up close and you can really see the difference. Flipping these buttons over and you can really see the difference between the two. The injection molded button is a little bit deeper on the inside. As a result, the pegs that go into the kill switches are a little bit longer and need to be supported. As for the overall button size, they're pretty darn comparable. The 3D printed button is on the left and the injection molded button is on the right. It looks like the pegs that go into the kill switches are slightly longer overall. Replacing the caps is pretty simple and straightforward. You unplug the old cap and plug in the new cap. Just be careful not to break off any of the button tabs into the kill switch. Not that I would know from experience or anything, but it is a big pain to fix. So at this point I've got most of the new buttons on, but I did keep a couple of the old buttons on just to show you the difference here. The new buttons are on the right and the old buttons are on the left. You can see that the new buttons are a lot smoother, and there's also a slight color difference between the new and the old. The newer buttons are a little bit more gray. Sound-wise, they almost sound the exact same. I couldn't really tell a difference between the old and the new buttons. Let me know if you can tell a difference. Here's what the Snackbox Micro looks like with all new buttons installed. Not too shabby. Here's a picture of the Micro with the old buttons. And here's a picture of the Micro with the new buttons. To test out these buttons, what I ended up doing was replacing the entire top row of buttons on my Micro with the new buttons and keeping the old buttons pretty much everywhere else. I did notice a bit of a difference between the old and the new, and I can't tell you which ones I prefer. The new button definitely feels smoother and it helps give a more uniform feel throughout the Snackbox Micro, but that's really about it. The buttons are shaped pretty much the exact same way. They're both slightly concave. On top of that, Junk Food has done a really good job of maintaining the grip on these buttons. These buttons aren't slippery, there is a bit of a texture, which is one thing I really liked about the old buttons. From my understanding, these new button caps will be available on Junk Food's store for purchase. I just don't know how much they're going to cost, and I don't know when they're going to be available. And if you ask me whether or not you should make the switch to these buttons, I'll leave that for you to decide. If you're not happy with the button caps on your current Snackbox Micro, then maybe take a look at switching. If you like the current button caps on your Snackbox Micro, then there really is no reason to switch, because I think they're great to begin with. Hopefully in the future this opens the door for different color options being available for the button caps, and I think a lot of people would be interested in that. Anyways, that's all I've got for today. This video was a little bit overkill for just talking about button caps, but I had a heck of a lot of fun doing it. Let me know your thoughts on these new button caps in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts on the Snackbox Micro in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos. Thank you everyone, take care.